right, my peeps, my Saberland members, welcome to another episode of The Usual Suspects right here on the Fourzze Effect. My name is Aaron. I am the mastermind behind Fourzze FX on RepulseCollectibles.com. Tonight, we're just going to be chilling, basically. I mean, I didn't line up a special guest for tonight. I really kind of wanted to take this week before the Halloween weekend comes and just kind of chill with my friends. I got a couple of folks joining tonight. We're going to have a real good time. And if you are in your garages, your workshops, your factories, just kind of doing whatever, set your phone up, set your tablet up, get yourself all nice and comfortable. Grab some snacks, maybe a little bit of Propel and a little bag of Cheetos, because Lord knows I can't eat that stuff anymore, and just kind of hang out with us. Hey, you know what? I appreciate you for being here tonight, hang with us. I don't feel like I say that enough anymore, but I'm glad you guys come and join. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my co-host is supposed to be here, but he's not here. So I'm going to bring in the man, the myth, the legend, my boy Jedi Knight Jeff.
When did I become the man, the myth, the legend? That's your title.
Hey, my title, shoot. Also with us is another member of our suspect community. We have Preston from Syndicate Custom Relics, and he is Hey, I think he just got back from the mall. Dad jokes.
What's going on? I love dad jokes.
Bro.
Dad jokes are awesome.
You know what? Actually, before I say it, I wanna go ahead and bring back one of the most respected members of our community. I'm so very happy he's here. I love this guy. He's been a friend of mine for years. Always had my back. My dude, Jeff Birch.
Hey, man. You are too kind, Mr. Mastermind. Too kind.
Love you, bro. So we're going to have some folks coming in sporadically throughout the stream. It's the four of us for right now, but I wanted to get everybody on the screen first to say to Preston, huge congratulations on dropping the new Anakin font. It is freaking fire, dude. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Thanks, man. So as I've mentioned quite a few times, Revenge of the Sith has been a favorite episode of mine pretty much ever since it come out. I remember going and seeing it in theaters. It was one of the all-time highs of my Star Wars memories, as far as just personal. I loved it. So I decided to make a font that was kind of dedicated to it, and it's unique. It has two hums and two sets of smooth swings. One is a lighter kind of feel to symbolize the beginning of the movie. And there's a few quotes in there that are more light side, more jokingly quotes to show his lighter side. And then, of course, there's the darker side kind of hum with a lot of darker quotes, a lot of the quotes that are famous in the movie and stuff throughout the Mustafar scene and just other things like that. So it took a while to build. I really took my time with it just because I wanted to be creative, and I'm really happy with how it came out, and I hope everybody goes and checks it out.
Absolutely, dude. That's really did a remarkable job.
Thanks, man.
Do you have it on you now to kind of sample for our viewers?
I've got. If I run and grab my brother's Graflex, I've got both sides of the hum.
Bro. Boom.
look, you ain't even heard it yet.
What's up, Cole?
It doesn't matter. Cole needs to bring himself into the room.
I love that support.
He's got the invite.
Yes,
the Jedi turned against me.
So
don't you turn against me.
Of course, right? Well, I figured like this. Some of the quotes are to like that kind of go with his frame of mind and showing that shift in how he started to think. And let's see if I.
So while you're prepping that,
let's go ahead and the lies of the Jedi.
We do see the lies of the Jedi. All right, while you're prepping that real quick, let's go ahead and give a shout out to everybody. Our boy Jeff was in here first. Love it. What's up, Craig? Always good to see Craig. Hey, Craig, thanks for joining on the Instagram Live the other day. It was good to see you there, man. My boy Will. Oh, gotta love Will. Aaron is one of the, and we're actually going to be talking about this here in just a little bit, you guys. Aaron
He said
is
I made
one
it
of
on
the.
time. What's up,
Yeah.
Aaron?
He's one of the mods over at the Lightsaber Society with Russell. Super cool cat. I've been talking with him a little bit. Really like him. Liam, call your mom. Let's see. Giving you the shout out, Preston. Loving it. Youngling Slayer 5000. Cole's on it.
I was going to
Encouragement.
jump on that if you didn't.
Brandon.
Hey.
What's up, Brandon? Prophecy unfulfilled.
Prophecy unfulfilled. All right,
It was
Preston.
the
go ahead.
chosen one.
It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
Boom.
So this is the darker, more towards the end of the movie, huh? Now this is what I like about the darker version. There's also, I forgot to mention, there's one lockup, but it has two variations.
Oh, nice.
Now the other variation is the same lockup without the dialogue. So you have the option, if you're like, I don't really like that, then you have the option to go ahead and just swap it out, and there you go. Everything is labeled in an extras folder.
I should have known the Jedi were plotting to take over. I should have known the Jedi were plotting to take
I hate
over.
when it does that.
I do not fear the dark side. I should have known the Jedi were plotting to take
I
over.
pledge myself to your teachings.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It's pretty fun little font.
Bro, I want to tell you, you got the isolation on that voice really well. Like, it's clean. Good job.
you.
Really great job.
Lots of time.
Yeah. I love
Lots.
that. And I hate you. I'm a sucker for the theatrical ones.
No doubt, bro. That fits that lockup
Well,
so well.
Every quote that is in there is also in an extras folder. So like the I hate you quote is in there by itself.
Yeah.
Like it's in the extras folder. So say you didn't want it in the lockup and say you wanted it to be a force effect instead. So you could apply the regular lockup and then apply that quote as a force effect. So
Yes.
there's just tons of ways to really play with this font. It really took me a long time to build because of that. Just because I really wanted it to be a playful font, you know. And
Yeah.
everybody really likes an original, and hey, it was fun.
Well, Will's
Thank
digging
you,
it.
Will. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Um,
got to know, out of everybody in the room, did you watch the DC fandom thing today with the Flash?
I have watched every trailer from the DC fan.
Oh, man. It's some good
Oh.
stuff. You see that Flash trailer?
Oh,
man!
dude.
One of
As soon as I heard Michael Keaton's voice, I was bam. I was like, oh! I went and I was like, it's Michael Keaton. It's Michael
I know.
Keaton. Yeah,
Isn't that
it was
crazy, dude?
Awesome. And the suit.
I recognized it as soon as I saw the ears. I was like, that's Michael Keaton's Batman. He's the only one with the super pointy ears.
Love it. Hey,
That was him.
welcoming back to the stream for the first time in a long time, my boy, my friend. It's Cole.
What's up, Cole?
Hey everyone, can you
What's
hear me?
up, Cole?
Oh yeah, we hear
Yes,
you,
we
dude.
can.
How are you,
Okay.
man?
Good.
Man, you have been an install beast lately.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Tell us about it. What's been going on with you, Cole?
Yeah. So I'm taking on some commissions just from buddies, but yeah, just installing right and left.
Hey, it works, man.
You know I'm gonna make a meme out of that, right? Installing right and left. Oh, that's awesome.
It's relaxing, huh?
Yeah, I actually am surprised by how much I like it, and each time it's a new challenge. So
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Right.
So I have a question for everybody in the room. Have any of you guys had an opportunity to do a little studying up on here? Check out the Dark Wolf Xenopixel. Somebody talk to me about that.
is it going to be me?
Not everybody at once.
I can't remember if that's the one I looked at. His next tier down from Profi, I remember I had it and I looked at it, but I don't know if that was the Xeno. Oh yeah, what do you think?
Hold on, what you got?
Yeah, it's
Show
the
us again.
Xenopixel. It's actually
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty good. I like it. I
Okay.
haven't done the firmware update yet, but pretty decent. Has good
So
sound.
is
has
it
a
something?
updated. Sorry, go ahead.
No. You finish your thought because I had a question.
Great sound. He actually did a updated speaker in it. I think it's a 3-watt speaker. You still get the normal pixel connector
Okay.
that they do, which I'm not like super thrilled with, but it works.
All right.
So the typical question: does it have smooth swing?
It does, and it's better than their first generation.
Oh, cool.
Now, is this something that font makers are going to have to go and make a separate file for, or can you take a CFX or a Profi or a Golden Harvest font and just, put it on there and it'll work?
You do have to do some renaming from just playing around with it for a little bit, but
Okay.
it's not hard. I would put that on the people who buy them to do.
Okay. I was thinking about it. I was going to be doing some work over the holidays to kind of put some new stuff out and then make new demos, and I wasn't sure if people would be down for having I would just put like an extra folder called Xenopixel, and then it would just be ready, drag and drop, ready to go. Just some people do that for Asteria, but I think Asteria runs Profi now. Am I right about that?
I think that's correct.
So and plus it's Johnny, and I want to support Johnny any way I can. And I mean, if that's something that if that's something I can do, I don't mind doing it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What's like when KR came out with the I'm gonna get it wrong. His board. It was like, well,
Versa.
yeah, Verso. There we go. It'll be a little bit cheaper than Profi until the batch like a year ago. It was marketed as something that's a little bit cheaper. You don't have to code it, stuff like that. What's the Xeno? Anybody read up on that? Like, is that supposed to be cheaper or just simpler?
So it has blade styles that you can change on the fly. Sound fonts you can change on the fly. A lot of the ignition effects and ignition sounds you can change. I haven't played a ton with it yet because I just have way too much stuff. But yeah, I think there's not a lot of actual coding that anyone would have to do.
That's cool. Okay.
Whereas the Verso, I like
I got
it.
the Profi one. I just used this today to. You're gonna laugh at me, Cole. I just figured out the gesture stuff.
Okay.
Somebody locally wanted some help updating their stuff, so I thought, well, you know what? I got this core thing. I'll try the gesture on that, and it's pretty awesome. But this little core, like, I hate thinking it, but right now it's you go to KR, you pay. I think for me it's like $108 to get a single board to me tracked. Or I can pay Johnny like 127 or 135 and get the whole setup. And
Right.
I haven't read up. There's that little part that's missing behind the port, but I haven't really seen any evidence of you really should have this or not.
Right. And it's still DIY friendly. You can open that thing up, switch out the speaker to a Smuggler's Outpost 24mm speaker in 2 minutes, and switch out the PCB to a stock one if you want to.
Yeah,
I've done it.
yeah. It's a pretty good deal, and I'm a sucker for Delrin or any chassis that isn't the 3D printed stuff. I mean, that's easy. Which, by the way, did you get your printer yet?
Not yet. I need to.
Oh.
So what's your first project going to be?
A chassis.
I mean, do you have any special, like a special hilt that it's going to go in? Any, like a crystal reveal, something really
Nothing fancy. I think I'm going to start with probably a Saber Forge. I'd love to get it where you can have the stock connector or similar Smuggler's Outpost one maybe, and be able to slide the battery out or the board and the board.
Okay.
Are you going to try the resin chassis, or are you going 3D?
I think I'm going to start with 3D PLA first. Resin kind of freaks me out after I read about it a little bit more, and I was like, I will likely poison myself.
Yeah. I mean, not for you, but for me, yeah. The 3D stuff was nice. It's got a good learning curve. You're not spending a ton, for messing things up while you're learning. We liked it, and then you can always do the like for the TSL guys that beat it up. We used the ABS or whatever that's like rubbery. So it's a good place to start.
Yeah. And I still haven't really dived into fancy installs, like really complex crystal chambers. I can do accent pixels, but
yeah.
So.
Now you'll get there at the rate that you're going, man. You're posting a ton of stuff, and I feel so old when I see your posts on Facebook, because you always do the stories, and I've been meaning to say this to you, like chat you and say it, but I have no clue like how to comment on those. Like I'll see, I'm old. I'm so sorry. I'll see it up top and I'm like, oh, Cole posted video, and I click on it. I'm like, oh, where do I want to like it? And then you do it and the thing goes, and I'm like, well, wait, did it stay? How do I comment?
And I tunnel those over from Instagram because it's the easiest.
Oh, okay. See, I don't even use my Instagram. I
You
feel
got to.
bad. Jeff tags me on Instagram, and it's like, I don't think I've logged in a year. I'm so old.
I'm trying to stay somewhat young with the whole Instagram thing, but man, what an entirely different universe altogether. And I guess the same could be said for the Discord and the Reddit.
Oh, see, I don't even go there. Even like the forums and stuff, I'll go in if I'm desperate for knowledge, but I'm so stuck in my ways. Like it's like Facebook for information, Twitter for the quick info of like celebrities or something like that. Other than that, I'm not looking anywhere else really.
Phoenix, there's Braden. Good to see him. That's excellent. Well, Mr. Birch, what have you been working on recently?
Oh, well, I got a local guy reached out that's in the hobby and wanted some tweaks. So that gave me the excuse to learn about the gesture controls. So I finally got that down, and I just posted a video about that. I watched the video back, and one thing you can't tell is I forgot to record my screen as I was talking, and I recorded the camera only. So I had to go back and like pretend like I was going to the folders and stuff while it was playing again. So hopefully, that's not obvious, but at the end, it's like, okay, let's try the gesture controls. And I did it, and it was like, oh, it worked. And I was expecting it was going to be rough, but man, Fernando and Tom and Frederick, they've got those, everything that they've dialed in. It's sensitive, but not too sensitive. So I did that today, and then I think tomorrow I'll be working on my KR Eco Hero. I did a quick video about that. This thing is, this thing was hyped, and you would almost think it's overrated, but it's not at all. Just the way that Cal put this together, I'm so excited to do this. I've got to earn it. I've got to do this gesture update, tonight. So I'm kind of working on that on the side. And then tomorrow, Daddy gets to play with his new hero. So
Nice. That's awesome, dude. Excellent. Ouch. Well, I wanted to take a minute and bring to everybody's attention, and Aaron Combs, if you're in the room, if I'm jumping the gun on this, I do apologize, but I did want to bring this to some folks' attention. Tab and boom. Go there. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I'm on the wrong stupid tab. My bad. Hang on. Boom. Bring that one out. Ah, that would be the reason why. I have to literally put it up here. There we go. All right. So share screen. Go there. Boom. And
these
share.
moments are so exciting. I've got
Oh, I know.
YouTube and I've got this. So all these screens are like moving around.
All right. You guys see it?
Yeah.
All right, so I want to let you guys know out in the comment section, and if you're going to be watching this, like if you're like Jake Gin and Tonic, like he'll watch these streams on the weekdays and whatever. I did want to bring to you all's attention the group on Facebook, Lightsaber Sanctuary. They are going to be doing a lightsaber giveaway when they reach 500 members. They've got just under 150 to go. It is a pretty big deal. It's really cool. It is a really fantastic group that stays focused on keeping the drama out. And again, every group out there tries their best. I'm not saying one group is better than another group. That's not what this is about. But they are going to be doing a Saber giveaway at 500, and on that Saber, as of today, I am donating 3 Fourzze FX fonts to go onto that Saber. So you guys will get 3 of my fonts. It has not been decided if you guys get your choice or if I'm just going to choose them myself. I don't know. I guess it just depends upon the theme of the Saber. Preston. You're muted. You're still
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything going on with this giveaway?
Yeah, I'm still working on it, but I do have.
Oh, okay.
It's
So anyway,
a nice piece. We'll just put it that way.
nice.
That's
So-
not a saber.
So to all you guys in the comments section and all you folks who are going to be watching this, later on, go over on, if you have a Facebook account, head over to Lightsaber Sanctuary, check us out. It really is a fantastic little group, and try to win a saber because.
So this is all you
get.
This is all you get. You get to see the back of it. That's what you get. That's what you get. You get to see the back of it. You don't get to see the front right now.
He's got wood.
Yes. Yes.
Well done.
That was
Oh my
perfect
gosh.
timing.
I know, for real, dude.
Such
So
Such a fun
that's
Saturday.
what's going
We've
on.
needed this.
So and Aaron, okay, and there's Aaron now. He says, "Oop, no, not Aaron." Here we go. Preston's got Preston's got wood. Horn and wood jokes.
right.
But no, we're good here. All right, excellent. So
I'm horny.
That's good.
I got wood. I get it.
oh, I love being old. I'm telling you, man, this is the old guy stream. It absolutely
Right?
is. Jedi Jeff,
It's more chilly.
Yes.
what's new in your neck of the woods, my friend?
Well, thanks to the help of these two, figure this out. These two guys, I was able to add some sound fonts to my CFX Saber for the first time, and add extras as well. And these two kind of walked me through on stream, or no, it was a Facebook Messenger call.
Yeah.
So now I'm like a pro, because while we've been on the stream, I added
Soundtrack selection. You were the chosen one. You said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them. Flash.
Oops.
You were the chosen one. Flash. You were the chosen. I am becoming more powerful than any Jedi has ever dreamed.
So I added Preston's new font while we were on the stream, actually, and had to freeze my camera because it went push the SD card back in, and it launched out underneath my desk. And even though Brandon warned me about that,
Isaac.
Yeah, CFX is always the first thing I'll throw a new font on because it's just so quick.
Definitely.
yeah, it's super easy now that I've done it.
Well, I keep one stock font folder on every Saber just to be able to swap fonts in and out real quick. So it's kind of like dragging and renaming it, but instead I'm just deleting and then dragging a font's all their files to that folder. So it's kind of the same when you do it like that. But I do a lot of font testing, so I've got to be.
That's a smart way to do it. I in the video that I posted earlier today, I took the LGT card for the first time and I plugged it in, and I mean they've got it organized. It's just bank 1, bank 2, bank 3, and you know all you gotta do is replace the contents and you're good, and you never have to worry about the config if you don't want to worry about it. Smart.
Right. And that's one of the reasons why I do that is because just like I said, font making, you know, this right here is a perfect example. This is not done yet, but it is a Halloween themed font, and I wanted to showcase it to everybody while they were here. Yeah, it's real nice. It's going to be fun and should be done this week.
It's Birch.
Welcome to my nightmare.
It's a font in the works.
Eternal.
Nice.
Man.
Welcome to my nightmare. Welcome to my nightmare. Eternal.
There's another post off, but I was trying to get it to play.
Welcome to my nightmare. Tell him when he sends you.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's in the works. It'll be done. It'll be done this week. That's definitely a fun Halloween font. And the reason why I keep folders like that is so I can just swap stuff in. Like that's like a half a font. So, but you know, as long as you got like the settings and stuff there, it'll still work. It just won't play like if you hit a blaster or something that it doesn't have.
And while we're talking about Halloween themed font, if people don't know Preston's work, they should go check out this one as well. That's your, what is it, HQ10
Mm-hmm.
blooded?
Mm-hmm.
Your
Yeah,
Predator
it's-
font, which is
yeah.
dope.
Thank you. I
Okay,
love
but
that font.
we can't pass on the Freddy Krueger font. That is the coolest thing on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Do you know that
Thanks,
song Dream
right.
Warriors by Dokken? I think it was like in the third movie. Have y'all
Yeah.
ever listened to that?
I loved the third movie was the first one I ever saw. I was
Me
like
too.
really young, and I saw somebody introduced that one to me, and then I went back and watched the other ones. And then, as I grew up, I just like kept watching them. So yeah, I even enjoyed the remake. I just didn't enjoy that Robert Englund wasn't in it. That killed
Yeah.
like I didn't. Everybody's like, "Oh, I didn't like the story. I didn't like this." I'm like, I don't even care nothing about that. You didn't put Robert Englund in it. It's not. It's just not the same.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's still a decent movie, but
I think my favorite one of the series has got to be Wes Craven's New Nightmare, though.
yep. I just watched it like 2 days ago. I like that one too because they kind of play themselves, and that's really good.
Yeah.
3 definitely had the most creative deaths. So anytime you can like puppet string someone off a bell tower,
Off the veins, right?
The bathroom sink had grabbed her. I had a friend that had, and I hated using them at nighttime. After I watched that, it scared the crap out of me. Yeah, I did. I was like, no, I don't really want to turn. So I'll be like,
Well, and it's so funny to go back and watch them because Johnny Depp
freaking
was in
co-host.
the very first one.
Aaron,
Yeah.
Johanna.
Johnny Depp was in the very first
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm
Nice.
Street.
Oh yeah.
Things
My
that
hat-
give away age, Metallica shirts and
Well-
Dokken references.
Exactly. This one has the dates on the back. We actually, me, my brother, and my wife got to go see him a few years back.
Dude, that's freaking sick.
I saw him when I was 16 for the first time at Summer Sanitarium, and that concert rocked my world, man. That was Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, Deftones,
Oh, it feels so
Metallica,
old.
and Mudvayne.
Jeez, you had to be deaf by the end of that night.
Biscuit.
I had concert tickets to their symphony concert. I think it was 98, 99. And then a buddy of mine came to me and he had Black Sabbath reunion with Pantera. And I was like, Black Sabbath is never going to play ever again. I got to go to that one.
Right.
A mistake.
I swear, there's some concerts I wish I would have hit along the way that I didn't get a chance to, or just kind of passed on, and then now the band's like don't do much anymore, and it sucks. I was like,
There's been some good festivals. Metallica just played last weekend up in Sacramento.
They were here in Kentucky at the end of last month. They were here for the Louder Than Life festival. They were here for like I think 2 nights. They played 2 whole sets. One night, if I'm not mistaken, they played the entire Black album. Like just start to finish, like boom, 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 boom. I was like,
Wow.
Nothing Else Matters is awesome, and live and concert, it's great. And so we got to see them. We were at the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis, which is where the used to be where the St. Louis Rams played. That's a big place. They played one as an encore, and they had like cannons come out on stage and shooting like blanks off. Man, it was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, I love concerts, man.
Yeah.
I hated the whole COVID stuff where concerts still aren't like back to normal.
Dude, I haven't been to a convention in 2 years, so being around a super large group of people, I forget what that's like.
Right.
You know, I just found out yesterday, thanks to this guy right here, that WWE is back to its format of large crowds because they just had the stage only thing going for the longest time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and
what was that like?
You got to do the COVID test and everything. So I took my 9 and 11-year-old. They had their COVID test. We surprised them. I've heard the rumors. You show up and they're like sold out, blah, blah, blah arena. And you look around and half the seats are empty. And that's what it was at the beginning of the show. And we ended up like kind of moving seats to the end of the row. And then maybe 2 matches in, it was like every single seat was filled. maybe one per row was open, but that thing was packed. People were just having a good time. It was so weird because I haven't been through like that major event in years. So it was a little different, but it was awesome because you miss that, like, hey, that stranger right next to me is into something that I am, and you're like, yeah, man, ooh, and he's screaming and the boys are getting into it. So I forgot how much I enjoyed those big public events. It was awesome, and they did a tribute to the troops at the end of it. I think it's going to be like a special here next month for Veterans Day. But we got to see kind of double. It was Super SmackDown, so it was already a half hour longer, and then they did like 3 matches at the very end of it for their special. So I mean, it was a good show, long show. And the boys stayed into it the entire time. I've never had them concerts, movies, nothing. They always, want to go somewhere else, but they were in it every minute. It's awesome.
I haven't done WWE in probably about 18 or so years. I took my dad. We got ringside seats. Last time we went, we saw Triple H live, and we were so lit, dude. It was so cool.
I had never been to a live show, and
it's different, isn't it?
Yeah, up until this year, I don't think I watched it since 1999, and I was just trying to find things that all 3 of us would be into, because there's always something where one isn't into it. And I turned on wrestling for SummerSlam, and both of them were just glued to the TV. And it was like, okay, I'll do research. I'll look and see who's come and gone. And, Edge was there. And back in the day in the 90s when he was part of the Brood with Christian and Gangrel, I love the music. So he came out to that, and it's been pretty cool getting into it. I know it is what it is, but when you look at your kids and you see the smile on their face, I don't care about kayfabe or anything like that. That's what I care about, is that we're there enjoying it together.
That's a man who knows what's important in life. Yeah, dude, it's been such a long time. It really has. It was, I took the boy to MegaCon 2 years ago, and it didn't matter what we looked at. He just had a freaking blast. We just walked around. I got to meet people. It was cool. I got to catch up with some friends and everything. But he was there, and he met up with this girl that he liked, and I said, you know what, y'all go have fun. And they just walked around and looked at everything, and we met up and we walked around, and I actually met the cast of Boy Meets World. It was freaking awesome. So, oh man, I miss that. I really do. Time to get back out into it. BK says he misses the glory days of SummerSlam. Oh man, BK, you are dating yourself, dude. If you're mentioning Brutus the Barber Beefcake,
right?
Yo. God, if Brandon
stream.
were on the screen, it would be nothing but Randy Savage right now.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Step into a Slim Jim. Oh, dude. Oh, jeez. So I was talking with my co-host here earlier today. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but he is one hella guitar player. Like, for real.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. So, one of the things we share in common is that we have this, where the freak is it? We have a game that we play, and I mean, it's a genre that's kind of,
it's kind of niche.
Yeah, it's pretty
niche,
much.
Also, sorry I'm late, but dude, Night Shift Life kicking my butt.
Yeah, dude, I hears ya. So the game that we play, it's called Life is Strange, and Life is Strange has been out for a number of. Picture. I know, dude. I had to find that one, and we've been playing this particular one has been out for a number of years. There's a second and third one, been through them all, But the thing about it, aside from the story, is that the music just freaking captures you. And ever since I met Aaron a number of years ago, like we've been talking Life is Strange, and and every now and again he'll drop some guitar riffs like just into my messenger, and I'll hook the aux up into my car and I'll just turn it up and drive to it because it's so Life is Strange. But he did something today that freaked me out. It was awesome, dude. Tell me about it.
Okay, so wait, Fourzze, do you have the audio that you can like screen share and play for everyone to hear?
I can't. StreamYard won't let me do it from here. Can you just play it?
Yeah, lucky for me, I have the guitar here and I can just play it. But yeah, so like Fourzze was saying, every now and then, I'll just kind of pop up in his messages and I'll be like, hey man, check out what I wrote on guitar. And I did one recently and he was like, dude, that sounds really awesome. So yesterday I spent a good amount of time recording it, and I wanted to have like a nighttime campfire type of feel, so I found like some royalty-free nighttime crickets and put that on top of it. But first, let me see. Can you guys hear this?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
I'm silencing myself.
So this is what I wrote.
Now tell them what you did with it. This is the best part.
Oh, yeah. So, there's sort of two. There's sort of two companies that worked in tandem with the Life is Strange games. There's Square Enix and Don't Nod. I tried to reach out to both of them. I couldn't reach out to Square Enix because their website was a little weird. It wasn't really an email that I could message. But I did email Don't Nod, and I basically told them who I was, that I've been playing for 8 years, and that I've written a couple tracks that I feel like would really fit into that genre of games, and that if they're interested, I can email them a copy of the track.
So hopefully we will
Nice.
have a Life is Strange
Hopefully.
with this guy's music in it, because he's got this
That'd be
thing
awesome.
down for real.
Yeah, I really feel like I nailed that.
For real. Absolutely. And truthfully, dude, with the crickets and the wind
Yeah.
made it work so much
That's
better.
what I'm saying. Like I recorded it, and I messed with the EQ, got it all nice and clean, and I thought to myself, I was like, man, this is good, but it's still missing something. Because well, Fourzze, on the menu screen of pretty much every Life is Strange game, it's got some sort of outside scenery, and you can hear the ambiance
Yes.
of that place. So for this one, I had in mind that it's nighttime campfire.
And it really works. It really,
yeah.
really works. Speaking of sounds, this was nuts. Cole, you got to get started on your artwork, dude. So, have you guys had an opportunity to see the Star Wars Galaxy of Sounds as of yet? It's on Disney Plus.
I saw a little bit of it. That was pretty neat.
I'll tell you what.
It's-
I'm not even lying when I say this. I looked at episode 3 in a completely different light when I saw the couple of scenes with Anakin in the chambers, and all you heard were just the ships flying by. It was dead silent, but it was that scene where he's just really struggling, where he's about to go face Mace and the Emperor, but it's just the sound of the outside, and it's just him standing there, and it's completely quiet, and it just brings a completely y'all need to check it out. It changes it dramatically. Like, there are some scenes in Star Wars, and the original trilogy was so good about this. There were scenes they did without music, and it was so much more powerful. And honestly, had they tackled some stuff with Anakin the way they did in this little sound show off thing they did, the impact. It was just remarkable. So if y'all didn't get a chance, please go check that out. That, and I can probably guarantee you every font maker just went over there to, grab all the Saber sounds that they can. Spoiler alert, there's really nothing new there. Sorry. Got some good reaction there, Aaron.
Yeah, Johannan sent that over to me today and asked me if I wanted to hear something that he wrote, and I'm like, absolutely, anytime. Because he is so unbelievably talented.
For
with
real.
guitar, with everything. and
Guys.
like, if you're having that little, like, 2-minute 40 or 3-minute clip or whatever it was, if you're having a bad day, you can just put that on and it would center you completely. It's so relaxing, dude. I love it.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
most
why I
of
played-
my
Who was it?
what is it?
that
The end.
said it?
The outros to a lot of my fonts are all him.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Right.
Cool. I like. I don't know if you guys have played Mirror's Edge or Donut County. The background music it's so zen. It makes you want to play it, even if you're not really into the game. You just want to listen.
Right.
Is there going to be Usual Suspects in 2 weeks?
I sure hope
Yes.
so. I
Yes.
sure hope so.
Yes,
That's
there
all,
Yeah,
is.
there
that's
is.
all. That's all I'm going to
It's-
say is I sure hope so. Oh my gosh, I hope so.
Yes.
For anybody
Yeah,
that
there
knows, man, I hope so.
And Cole, you just called it.
It's that costume extravaganza.
Cole, can you design us a cover for that day for our little picture so we can share?
Cool.
You can put all of us in a bunch of dressed up whatevers.
Cole
You do
can throw
awesome.
himself in. I
I
think
you're-
Cole's on
I think you're
mute.
muted.
You're still muted, Cole.
There we go. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, you do awesome.
Been
artwork.
been there, done that.
Yeah, I need new artwork, Cole. I've got a little less to draw now, so I'm happy about
He had a little
that.
less to draw. He
A
wants
little
some-
less to draw.
He wants that put in a picture.
What do they say?
So-
Less is more.
Less is more.
Oh snap! Oh my God! Are you even serious? Look who made it tonight!
Dude,
Look
we
at
got gin and
that!
tonic here.
I never see this dude over here anymore. Like
I see
ever.
that. I see that.
That man's busy.
I know. He stays busy. What's up, Jake? Glad you made it. Yeah, dude. There's just so much going on, man. I'm real happy we were all able to be here tonight. You know, Preston got the fonts rocking out. Aaron's got the music rocking out. Got Jeff Birch back in here. We got freaking Cole in here, man. Let's go.
Aaron's
it's
got
a-
the beard rocking out.
Yeah. And
Looks
finally
good, man.
Finally found something to stick with. Now I just gotta get rid of these grays.
There's a reason why I stay with this. The
Because
rest
it
of
works.
No, because the rest of it does not grow in as nice as this
Oh.
does. Well, it does in certain places. Like I can grow the most awesome chops, and like I could cut these and just grow in some nice looking chops, bro.
Seriously.
Yeah, not
The Fu-
everybody
the,
was
the Fu
blessed
Man
with-
chops.
Not everybody was blessed with Chewbacca level skills.
Right.
Izzy, I will throw you the invite, girl. If you're down for it, come on with it.
Yeah.
3 Aarons. I'm about you know something? I'm about to throw this dude an invite too. I've been wanting to meet this cat in person for a while now, and
Yeah. I mean, he's the admin of the group.
yeah, he's the
He
admin.
created it, really. It's
My
like,
communication with him has been awesome. Super cool guy. I'm looking very forward to the big lightsaber giveaway deal. That's gonna be really cool. That whole drawing thing. He
There's so
and
much
Russell are just two of the most stand up freaking awesome dudes I've met lately. You know, next to this guy, of course.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
I know you're referring to that video.
Russell's on YouTube.
Russell's a good guy. He's a good guy. Then it's a rare thing, man, anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like in our day and age, you stop meeting good people and you start losing good people. So
Right.
it's nice. Just need to hit that 500. Look at the member count. Yes, I kind of do as well. I'm steadily working. Wood takes a while, man, but it certainly pays off. It certainly pays off when it's finished. I like the stuff that I've done. Sadly, the only thing that I have that is really of that caliber is that mall box that I've shown off. All the other stuff I have got sold or was commissioned in the first place.
Yep.
I love
Oh,
that
snap.
mural.
The real Jakku Junk Trader is in our house.
Look at
What's
that
up,
guy.
Chris?
What up, Chris?
I was listening to Pink Floyd before.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. And then he started playing, and it sounded like Pink Floyd. So I decided to go outside and pick some mushrooms by the light.
Thank you.
And right now, things are kind of all fuzzy. It's okay.
It's because
It's
you don't
okay.
need no education.
I don't know. No, I can't even spell it. How do we? Yeah.
IT.
It was all correct, sir. I thank you for that education. 6 days
Education.
ago, 6 days ago, I could not spell the word mechanic, and today I are one. And look,
Right.
I've got a whole new box of tools to prove it. Dude, that's all I
What
got.
are you work?
I just
Hey.
showed my wife Office Space. What am I going to do with 60 subscriptions to Jet or whatever it was?
So, Mr. Chris, what are you working on tonight, sir? What you got cooking in the? What you got cooking in there?
So I started with chicken wings, and we barbecue glazed them with Jägermeister, and they were honey and barbecue Jägermeister with a beef infusion, with a sweet sauce and a little tanginess on the outside of it. Was very good.
Tangy.
And then we had some barbecue baked beans. I did not partake in that because I figured I was going to be doing live, and I didn't want you all hearing anything that shouldn't have been heard. All right, working on Sabers wise, that's what we were getting at. You know, I try not to, because I figured that's what you were maybe getting at. I have no idea. I was working on that. Someone asked me for a very silver. He wanted very silver Kenobi. He wanted the outside weathered to God, and then he wanted silver. He said, "I want silver on the inside. I want it to be clean." So that's what I did.
So what did you hit that with? Like, is that just like a layer of chrome, or what'd you do?
No, that's actually just buffed aluminum.
Okay.
A little bit of rouge goes a long way. And then it's got the stock, that guy. It's got the printed stuff in the middle. And then these are they're bass strings.
Okay.
Not bronze. Because I didn't want to use bronze because he wanted silver. But he's okay with the 2 brass. So if you guys ever do one of these, understand, you know, like I like Rudy Pando a lot. We're friends. But he only gives you 2 brass pieces. So if you're going to use 22 gauge wire, you cannot stick 2 through 2 holes. It just won't happen. So you need to have 3 wires, right? You get a data, and I know some guys like to use thinner data, but I'm not a big fan of that. So you have to use 3. So what I do is I drill a third. You got to hold it, see, right in front of the camera. I drill a third tube, an 1/8-inch tube. So that's where the drill press comes in handy, Preston. And you have to use a very large bit, but it's only 1/8 inch. You have to use like 10 inches. And if it walks, you just ate a piece, because I've had them do that. It's really bad. That's what I'm working on, actually. And I finished working on yours too, by the way. I just haven't put it back together back. I fixed the recharge port. Jeff's got a light. What do you got, Jeff? Show me. Show me what you're playing with. Come on. Put it up in the camera, Jeff. I want to hear it.
Show you what I'm working with?
Yeah, baby. Do it. All right.
Hold on.
I can't show the Saber. I'm testing all like 57 fonts.
You're testing all 57. Wow. It's a Heinz Saber.
All right, then keep your secrets.
No, this is the local guy Saber. So the last
That's the
thing
one
I
you
want to
talked to
do
me
is
about,
show
okay.
somebody else's work and give the impression of anything. I'm just updating it.
But that was the one you were working on. You were talking about that the other day. And when you didn't answer the phone and told me you were in the audit, and then 10 minutes later you showed me pictures of you at a freaking wrestling competition. I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
Oh, come on.
Very
I
hurt.
was in an audit from like 12 until like 2:30, and then the kids walked in the door at 3, and we had to run to the arena. I'm sorry. You know what? Maybe if it bothered you that much, when I flew all the way up to Montana to say hi to you, you would have pulled off the freeway and said hi back.
Right out of the chair.
Wow. I was gonna do that, but I was in a rush, and I made it to the place on the East Coast with 35 minutes to spare.
Woo.
In 3 days. So
I get it.
We would have spent a lot longer than 35 minutes at dinner.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Dang,
I don't
is it
think
you're
it
brutal.
personal much.
I sound more. My name is spelled with 2 N's. Very, very good. Thank you. It's German. Very nice. It's a German name. 2 L's, 2 N's. And sometimes I do sound like a mafia boss because that's what I do,
Awful.
Man, I need some of
We
those.
need Sam. We need Sam.
To my HR department, I don't know what those are either. Wait. I am the HR department, I guess.
Cole.
HR department. What are you talking about? You are like Cole,
Yeah.
what do you wear? You get Speedos on?
Stop it.
I had to ask.
No, Cole.
Oh,
Cole.
no.
Cole was over there changing his name, like swapping names with Jake. I'm like, what are we doing here?
I joined and Preston lost his horniness. I mean, his horns, the things on the top of his head. They just...
No. He put his big wood down.
Oh,
Yeah. Then his horniness
we
went
have
away.
got a big 10-inch picking up the whole dance. Hey, what's up, brother? That's headset.
I just prefer to say that the sight of you turned me off and made me less horny.
Oh,
Damn. That's twice.
It was the camera resolution for a little bit.
God.
oh man.
We love you, bro. We love you.
Hey, the good sister's in the house. Y'all shout out to the sister. Hello, sister. And to Sister Mary Clarence as well.
Want to come here?
Oh, is she going to start singing?
Come on.
Oh man.
Come on. I've got someone
Preston, what are you
talking
messing
to me. I've got someone talking to me who must not be on the stream too.
Cole says she's fly. Oh, dude.
If you all could sing, we could get a witness. Can I get a witness? Anyway.
You know, to this
Sister
very
Act, I
day,
love that
like
thing.
honestly,
He's a burn
Sister
worse
Act
man.
is still a good movie. If
Yeah.
anyone has ever seen it, like even now, it's still really good, even with its like super early '90s references.
It really is.
You gotta tap your feet while you're listening to it. It's so awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Great freaking movie.
He
One of
said
our-
burn,
Preston.
burned worse than Anakin on Mustafar. You know, I was this close to calling the font Burning Man. I was that close.
Hey, come on, dude. That would have worked out well. It would have accompanied Daddy Issues beautifully.
I almost did. I almost did.
I'll tell you what. Do you guys remember the movie
What am I
Clerks 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking at
James,
Preston.
I'm a fan, bro.
All right. So
I
no
love Kevin Smith.
lie.
That's-
If you go back to the CF 7.5 through CF 9 days, that's when I was starting as a font maker, and Daddy Issues is a very, very, very old font. It was like the 4th or 5th one I did, but I gave it so much time. But the boot for that font was from Clerks 2. It ain't Return of the King, it's of the Jedi. That was the boot sound.
I just watched that clip the other day somewhere, and I was like, yes. I love that.
Oh man, dude,
I
that
can't
was
wait.
it was
They're
a,
doing
it
Clerks
was a
3.
Are
Yeah,
they
they-
really?
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
wrapped filming not that long ago.
Yes,
They just
they
wrapped that
did.
filming like maybe a month ago, month and a half, something like that.
Yeah, because Rosario Dawson's back in it.
Oh well,
No
yeah,
way.
she's the wife. She's the wife now. So
I think so, yeah.
this is not a virtual Bible class. I'm sorry, sister. It is not. And
It
you
is
know what
not.
I should have done? Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have grabbed the mistaken picture of Jesus Kenobi picture and slapped it right up there when she said that too.
Hello there.
Hello. There.
That'd be
Cole
great.
fire. Cole taking shots here. Oh
Wait.
man.
So the first truck I drove was called Minnie the Moocher. Now, if you're familiar with Minnie the Moocher was Cab Calloway. I know everybody's jumping up and down. They have no idea who Cab Calloway is. Do you know who Cab Calloway is, Jeff? Not a clue. Cab Calloway.
Sorry.
behind me here. Come get it.
Cab Calloway is, if you've seen the Blues Brothers, he was the guy who hosted them. He was the guy that was in charge of the orphanage. Minnie the Moocher was one of his biggest hits in 1931. And he was one of the first people on television. And he was of a different color. Okay, television was in its infancy. Cab Calloway had a television show. I'm in Chicago. Chicago Motor Speedway is across the street from me. Okay, there's a Blues Brothers Cafe right there because it takes place in Chicago. There's a Blues Brothers car on the pole. I walk in there, they're playing country music. It's a blues bar. It's a blues restaurant. And I asked them, I said, isn't this the Blues Brothers place? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, where's the music? Like it's blues. They're playing country. No one, because in a movie, that's like the biggest funny reference is that they constantly, nobody had a clue. And I'm like, so like, and the name of my truck is Minnie the Moocher. And I said, the woman said, you know who Minnie the Moocher is? No. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. So I walked across the street and had a sit down with Bush. What's not Kyle? Kyle Bush. Kyle Bush was testing tires, and so I got to hang out with him for a little bit. He at least knew who Minnie the Moocher was. By the way, I just want to add that to you. Here's a guy from Southern California who knew who Minnie the Moocher was.
No. I'm from Missouri. I didn't come to California until I was a Marine. Well, shortly before that. Yeah, I've seen Blues Brothers maybe once because it was on in a Saturday afternoon and they needed to play something to take up space.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Take up space?
I just wasn't a Belushi fan. And like growing up, I would sneak and try to watch Saturday Night Live, and my mom or my dad were like, "What are you watching?" And I didn't want to have to answer questions, so I stayed away from Belushi stuff.
Been working on that thing for weeks.
It's
could you possibly build with a junk wheel?
Belushi to me was annoying.
Yeah.
Then again, as old as him, but it wasn't about Jim. The whole movie was about Dan Aykroyd. They start the movie off in jail, and Frank Oz is in it, of all people. Frank Oz was like one of the helpers in that. And I mean, if Frank Oz can be in it, then it's got to be halfway decent because Frank doesn't pick stuff not to be in.
It's true.
He plays like 3 seconds of it. Dude, everybody was in that movie. Aretha Franklin? Come on, Aretha Franklin. You know who Aretha is. Don't mess with Aretha.
When did Belushi die?
1982.
Yeah.
That was after I was born.
Yeah.
So I just dated myself. That's great.
It was a year after, so that's a year after of Randy Rhoads. Randy Rhoads died in 81.
I remember. I remember my dad told me that story.
My brother still has a ticket signed for Madison Square Garden for Ozzy, and they canceled that show. It was one of the few shows that they canceled because Randy passed.
Jeez Louise.
Now let's get to Star Wars. This is dreary. I started a dreary conversation. Why did I do that?
Yeah. Although it did remind me of a few things. Like, did you know? And I know I'm way off track I'm way off track, but whatever. Ozzy early on did a live show, and they recorded it. And my dad pointed out that Randy never missed a note, cover to cover. Good night, kiddo. Randy never missed a note, cover to cover. Every single song, he went the entire show. He never screwed up, not once. Never missed a beat, never missed a note, and he did the whole show and never messed up. Like that. Apparently, that was like super rare back then.
Oh yeah.
Think about that these days. Like they just had on the news, the Stones are playing here this weekend. They're doing like 2 or 3 shows, and they were talking about their career. And I don't know, maybe it's just my age again, but I feel like the quality of music and the dedication to the craft, was there 60s, 70s, 80s. In the 90s, it became kind of a hobby and good. Now it's like I feel like a lot of songs are written by people that aren't singing them, and the emotion isn't in it as much. I mean, it's still good music that's catchy, and I'll still play it. That freaking "Good for You" Paramore ripoff song by that Olivia girl. Like, I wanted to hate her so much, but the song's so catchy. But it's like classic music, so much better.
Anyway, well,
Canceled.
That's the one thing that I'm going to add is that you had Jim Belushi and Dan Aykroyd actually playing every song that they did in the Blues Brothers. They went on tour. Yeah, the background band was phenomenal. You had Donald Duck Dunn, who was bass player for Elvis, phenomenal bass player. You had one of the best horn players out there, and then you had Blue Lou Marini was one of them, and I can't think of the other guy. And then you had what's his name on keys. They were all famous studio musicians. And Dan Aykroyd, I don't know if you knew this, is like a phenomenal harp player. Just like Steve Martin plays banjo. Steve Martin's an amazing banjo player.
Yeah.
Right, Preston?
Yeah.
'Cause you like banjo stuff, huh?
The Three Amigos.
Not talking.
Not banjo stuff. Guitar stuff, yes. Banjo, no.
I have a banjo. We talked about that.
But
I
yeah,
have no idea.
he said I have no idea how to play it. I got a
You
buddy of
don't.
mine knows how to play it though. It doesn't seem like it'd be that hard, especially if you kind of know the guitar already. But yeah, it's still.
It's a whole different world because it's 4 strings or 5 strings.
Right.
But mine's 4 strings because mine's a 1919 or 1920 bacon and blue ribbon.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
it's an old banjo. I should bring it out one day. Anyway,
Learn how to play it, bring it out, play us a couple tunes, man.
dude, that's it. Well, what do you think? Did you heard this stuff? What do you think of that?
What, banjo stuff?
Oh, my stuff.
Oh yeah, I like it.
No, dude, he's got a banjo. He's doing it.
Who's got a banjo?
No, he's got a 6. He's bringing a 6 thing out. Putting his headset on. He's ready.
He's getting in there. He's in the zone.
He's in the zone.
Poll in the comments. I'm not fast
I
enough
wish
to
I had
catch
a-
'em.
I wish I had a nice electric.
Why don't you bring your acoustic out?
It's not. I really like to play electric. I'm really not an acoustic player very much.
I
I
feel
am
so
the
bad,
same
Preston. I
way.
didn't even know you played, dude.
Yeah, he plays.
I've been playing since I was like 13.
Sweet.
I haven't played like I need to in quite a few years. Like my fingers are soft. I'm out of practice, but yeah, I can play.
I can't play any instruments. I just I impersonate people singing poorly. that's all I do.
Remind me to send you something later.
Okay.
The group, group chat thing. I love,
So I've got
I love
a,
anything to do with music. So
Yeah.
Mine's dated. My music is definitely dated. Like,
you,
I'm old.
you've got a what, Aaron? My bad.
I've got an invite out to Aaron, who runs the lightsaber sanctuary. He's probably going to jump in, so that'll be cool. So he'll get to promote his own thing. It felt kind of weird, doing that myself, but I want to get some attention to some good places.
So speaking of bagpipes, I love because he's a good dude, and we could definitely use the attention to that group. And speaking of bagpipes, man, have you seen? It's a guy and a chick, and the chick is on bagpipes, and they do this the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers original theme song, and she does it on bagpipes. It's really freaking cool.
Dude, link me that right now.
Hold on, let me find it real quick.
Yo.
And they did something else too. They've done like a couple themes.
Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like epic. I think in the title. I love it when people do like strange instruments and like theme songs and stuff. I eat that up.
You know what's really cool? I don't know if you've ever seen him, but there's a guy out there called Smooth McGroove, and he does game music all a cappella. And it is the coolest freaking thing. Like, some of the stuff he does is actually better than the original tracks from the games he plays.
So then he's probably definitely had to have Halo.
I don't know if he does a lot of 16-bit stuff and some PlayStation stuff, but he did like all of Undertale, a lot of Street Fighter 2, some Final Fantasy, stuff like that. I mean, it's really, really cool.
You guys remember the John Williams acoustic one where the guy's in like he's wearing 4 different colored shirts and he's doing a cappella John Williams, and he's singing them, and it's freaking awesome. I'll link it. It's like 10-15 years old when YouTube first started or whatever, and he's singing all the John Williams theme songs.
Sweet.
Like
Mike says he and the fam are going to be Power Rangers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
For some reason, knowing Mike, I can see Mike being like the Blue Ranger. I don't know why. I can just see it. Like there's the blue helmet. He takes it off. There he is.
There he is. Yes,
there he is,
I can see that.
Know?
I posted a link for you in the private chat.
I saw that, dude. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm gonna watch that in a little
Mike's
bit.
gonna be green.
You think he's gonna be the Green Ranger?
Yeah, because it's gonna be. He was telling me about this, and I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this, but he's going to be the green, and then his kids are going to be, I think, the red and the blue, and I think his in-laws are going to be the black and the yellow, and then his wife is going to be the pink.
That's just the awesomest thing ever. A family of Power Rangers, like what more? Man, do you know that's where my brain has been for like a week? And I'm just having to work through everything. But yeah, I really want to get it up before Halloween so people can have a chance to have fun with it.
Crazy. So,
not much left to do.
Jeff, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it because I haven't even really told you yet. But
spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. So at the end of December, many of us are going to try and get a Galaxy's Edge trip together because Jeff and the fam are going to be here in Florida. And I've spoken to a few other folks about being here. And if even half or a little over half the suspects can be here, I am bringing the camera and we're gonna like film the greeting, the hey, the what's up, like it's gonna look like a family reunion, and it's gonna be super cool, and we'll air that on the following Suspects live stream because that's gonna be the coolest thing ever. All of us being able to be here and meet up at Galaxy's Edge. I freaking live here, and I've never been to Galaxy's Edge. Never. I
did. I brought pizzas to the damn Falcon there, and I have yet to see it. In Preston, if Preston says he ain't going, he's going to be sitting there outside, and he's going to go down. I'm going to throw him in the back of the truck. Yes, that's what you're going to wake up in Disney. Happiest place on earth. That's what's going to happen.
If I woke up in Disney, there would be problems.
Yeah,
I've lived here for so long. I don't want to wake up in Disney.
Hi, boys and girls. Look at this guy. Did he party too much? You know,
it's awful. It's so bad. I'll tell you what. There was I used to be friends with a cast member, and you know how some people say like like in Japan, like you got Tokyo, and then there's like Neo Tokyo, like an underground Tokyo. Well, Disney's the same way. Disney's got like literally an entire city under the park where the cast members can chill and visit and just kind of do their own thing. I call it Neo Disney. If any of y'all in the comment section like know somebody who works at Disney, confirm that for me, because that would be insane to see. I've been so many times. Friends have got me in for free. I've seen. I've been via ticket. Like I've been to every single park, but I have yet to see Neo Disney. I just want to see it once.
The Disneyland, it's like up top. Like all the little shops and stuff, they all have like spaces up top, and there's ways that you can travel up top and then behind stuff. We had some friends that work there, and they would talk about all these secret passageways, and like I forget the club that they had, but there's so many like private resorts for like movie stars and stuff where you just go upstairs and it's completely different world, because you can't really dig in California. We don't have basements. We don't know what they are.
We don't have them in Florida either, so don't feel bad.
Well, and Disney was built up and then out in Florida. They had to bring in a lot of stuff. So in 1984, I sang with our choir at Disney during the Festival of Lights. Now in '84, they still had the Festival of Lights at the castle. Now they have the Festival of Lights at Epcot. And we got to go 2 stories below Disney because we had to put on this huge headgear. And then we had to sing as we walked through Main Street and then you take this headgear off and it makes this Christmas tree. And everybody's in order, and you had to be there in rehearsal. And the guy, because it was choir and we won a trip. So what wound up happening is this guy that looked like Leopold was directing us. And if you remember Bugs Bunny, he had hair.
Leopold,
and
yeah,
he's like,
I remember.
"Oh, Leopold, shh, Leopold," and then well, don't ever make fun of people when they're directors, because things will happen to you, and things happened to me at that night. And but anyway, that's what we had to do. So we got to go 2 stories, and Disney actually gave us a kind of a, how do you want to put it, like an impromptu. Kind of like they took us below because they had to get the outfits and stuff. And then they gave us like a little bit of a tour. There's a hospital below Disney. All the garbage. If you look at the garbage, like the places where the garbage is, you never see people picking garbage up and putting them on carts and rolling them through Disney. Have you ever noticed that? Seriously.
Nah.
You know why?
It's
vacuumed. It's vacuumed. If they push the garbage, they tie a knot in it and they push it down. It goes into a chute and it goes down all below. It's taken miles away. If you ever walk near a garbage pail, now that I said that, you're going to hear a vacuum noise or a sound of it like air washing.
Is that both parks, Florida and Cali?
Yep. They did that on purpose because they didn't want to take away from the ambiance of being in the park and being there, like the magical place. A lot of the food is not prepared at the restaurants that you see there. It's actually prepared down below, and it's brought up by dumb waiters and everything else. It's pretty interesting. And then, God forbid you light a cigarette up, because my father-in-law was there. My father-in-law liked to smoke. And if you light a cigarette up in a place that's not authorized, dude, I watched a guy come from behind a bush. There's like a secret access, and this guy was like, "Sir, you got to put that out." And he, like, where did this? They're watching everybody. They're literally, Epcot Center is the heart and the brain point of all of Disney, so they're actually watching everything that you do. And if proof in the pudding too, we have one guy jump lines, like jump in front of us, and they were on top of him so fast. Universally, they don't even bother stopping people, but Disney, they pulled them out of line and walked them out.
Man, I thought you were so full of it. I just had to Google it, and I thought, trash tubes? This guy's smoking something. And sure as hell, it says 60 miles per hour to a compactor every 15 minutes. They got 17 vacuum trash
Real.
points. That's crazy, man.
I sang at Disney. I went through the damn. I had to wear this big old damn thing on top of my head. What do you think? I'll make shit up?
Dude.
Dude, the castle also
Well, the
has a
brain.
princess room now.
Cheetos.
Was he wearing something?
That's
Yeah, bro.
crazy.
That's like insane. Like I almost wish our city trash was done that way. Like you just drop it in there and poof, just goes to the dump like two towns over. Yo, check it out. We have Aaron Combs in the house.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
What up, dude?
How's it going?
Yo,
What
let me give this cat the spotlight here for a quick minute.
Uh-oh.
What up, man? Tell us what
Hey.
you're all about.
Oh, just here to hang out. Name's Aaron. I'm the, I guess, founder of Lightsaber Sanctuary. So we're, just busy doing that. And about it. Just love sabers and Star Wars, and just got kind of tired of seeing a lot of the other groups on Facebook and around the interwebs that were just really toxic and kind of elitist, and putting a lot of other companies and builders and font creators and just everything you could think of. They always had something negative to say about it. So figured, Star Wars is for everybody, and everybody loves it in their own way and has their own ideas and opinions on, how they perceive it. And so that was kind of why I founded the group.
Well, we appreciate it, dude. It's actually been a really great group. Preston and Russell were the ones who turned me onto it, so
Yep.
I got in there and I was like, okay, this is legit.
Yeah, Russell's the other admin. He's with Wade Sabers. Preston's one of my moderators. I got Tyler from Fire Sabers. He's one of the moderators. We just picked 3 more moderators as well. So we have, oh goodness, Preston, what is it, like 7 or 8 mods now? And we got 2 admins, and so we try and keep things on the level. We've already had to boot a few people for a couple issues, but yeah,
as is with any group on Facebook,
But no, we watch it pretty heavily just to make sure that everybody's enjoying their time there, and that's all ultimately what matters to all of us, is
That's good.
just having a good community they can belong to.
Well, I don't think I did the giveaway any justice. You wanna comment any more about what you guys are aiming to do here? What kind of details do you have for us?
Let me log into my Facebook here real quick. I'll tell you what we got.
All right. Cole went to see if he got booted out of the group.
All right, so we have Aaron Fourzze FX is doing the 3 fonts. Thank you for that, by the way. That just came in today, so that was awesome. Russell got with me. He's like, "Hey, I talked to Aaron, and here's what he's wanting to do." I was super excited about it, so I had to run on the Facebook real quick and put it on there.
You're welcome.
Reaver's Arsenal is doing a free install sound font package. Sith Lord Sabers is giving away a Menace hilt. Tyler over at Fire Sabers, since they're moving right now, he originally said he would do a hilt, but he's not 100% sure if they're going to be able to do that, depending on whenever we hit our goal. So he said if they can't do that, then they're going to give a gift card. Brian Hardy's going to do a weathering service for free. 3D Printing Alchemy Designs is giving away 3 control boxes with Kyber crystal storage blade plugs. Syndicate, their Preston's giving away something very special.
Yes.
Apparently it's Preston's wood.
Yes, my wood. My wood is legendary.
Yep. Wade
Shall be.
Wade Sabers is actually going to be giving away Saber Forge thin neck mod installed with a Profi 2.2, removable chassis, 32-inch NeoPixel blade, and 2 20-inch NeoPixel short blades, and 2 custom blade plugs. So he's hooking it up. Russell's doing real good. And that's all we got right now. So, and we're growing daily with members and people wanting to give out stuff to the members of the group. So
That's excellent. And I know I spoke to Russell about this, but so I've kind of volunteered my time to have these guys on the Usual Suspects live stream at the time of the contest. We'll have, and of course, we'll have our boys here with us, but you two, Aaron and Russell, will be the main guests of the night, so that you guys can. And I'm just going to give you the floor. I'll do the intro. I'll let everybody know what's going on, and then I'll just give you guys the floor. But if you guys are cool with it, I'd be happy to use my channel to have you all do this. No problem at all.
yeah, man, I was talking to Russell, and I know he's done a couple videos and stuff on Facebook for. I have never live streamed at all, never done a giveaway. I am totally clueless when it comes to that. So I reached out to him. I was like, hey, do you have any ideas for this? Because I mean, we're like 150 members away. It's growing quick. So he said he was going to reach out to you since he knew you had a channel and see if we can get something figured out. So I'm really glad that you were willing to do that for us.
Well, so it's fun, and it's an opportunity for all of us here to just kind of chill and hang out after it's over anyway, because that's how the streams go. I mean, once the drawing's done, you guys can talk about you can talk, promote Wade Sabers, do whatever you want to do, and then after that, we'll go into the format we're in right now, and just chill, and hopefully people who come in to try to win something will just hang. Just because it's what we do. I mean, we're the old guys who chill.
Right.
Well, that's literally about it.
That was kind of another reason I wanted to create the group too. Is with me, I've only been sabering and in the saber world, whatever you want to call it, for a little less than a year.
Really?
Yeah. So I've always loved lightsabers. I had the original Luke Skywalker Hasbro flick out, one when I was a kid and fighting with the other kids in the neighborhood. So always loved Star Wars, always loved lightsabers, but at 35 now, and I have the disposable income to spend on said lightsabers. So I grew up and started buying toys. So
As did we all.
But yeah, so I was just looking at it. I was like, this is something I've really wanted for years and years and years. Let's go ahead and do it. The technology is awesome now. So started doing research. And it's just for a newbie in the Saber community, there's so much out there. There's good, there's bad, there's you don't know where to go. And so I was very lucky to have been recommended. And budget comes down to another one. What's in your price point?
Yeah.
Because you have a decent saber, $200-300, and then you have all the way up to custom crazy, $2,000-4,000 sabers. So it's as somebody just jumping right into it, you're like, where do I go? So I was really lucky to have found Tyler Babcock over at Fire Sabers, and he really gave me a good impression of the saber community as a whole. And I know a lot of people talk bad about LGT, but for the cost and what it is, you really can't you can't beat Fire Sabers, Dark Wolf, the LGT resellers and stuff like that. They're awesome guys. So,
and and that it really comes down to the preference of the member of the Saber community. I mean, some people are just Instagram and TikTok. Some people are just Facebook. We have folks, God honestly, who swear by the forums and only the forums. And it's sad for me because sometimes I forget when I put new content out. Wow, 4 is new content. Okay, go figure. I sometimes forget to put new content out in the old forums, and I've got to get better about that. But there are so many places. I mean, just you got two main forums. There's the R Lightsaber Discord channel, which I don't even know how many lightsaber Discord channels there are. From my understanding, I think there's 3 big ones right now. Golly. So yeah, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, where you're gonna find all your groups, and then Reddit. I mean, there's literally over 130,000 people on the lightsaber Reddit alone. I had no clue. I had 0 clue. Yeah, I know exactly, Preston. That's what I'm saying. So, it really just depends upon where you are and what you use to access this stuff. And yeah, dude, it's crazy, Aaron, because you don't know what type of people you're going to run into on these different platforms. You know what I'm saying? So it can get distracting, and it can get a little intimidating.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Dude, I've been in this for six years now. Chris, how long you been in the community, dude? 5-6 years like me, or a little longer? Chris.
Bueller.
Frozen.
His net's been going in and out. Jeff Birch, how long you been here, dude? You've been here longer than I have, haven't you?
I don't know. I think I'm trying to think when I moved to New York, because I moved to New York in 2015, so it would have been 2 years before that. I think that's about when I was soldering and building vape stuff in Missouri, and that's when my kids broke their first lightsabers, and I was like, well, I can solder the vape mods, and I was selling those fairly well, so I thought, well, I'll try lightsabers. I think about 13, so 8 years.
Yeah, so that's longer than me. So yeah, Jeff's our Saberland veteran here. And,
but I was a stalker. I wasn't a talker. I'd watch Shamim and Genesis Custom Sabers and TCSS and Larry Randall and everybody arguing online and forums. And I'm like, I ain't saying nothing in there.
They were arguing back then too. Golly.
We're just having a very interesting contest.
Izzy is on fire tonight. She is going.
Yes.
Oh,
she's probably still talking to the camera.
Oh, poor guy.
Probably.
But yeah, Cole, to answer your question, if Ultra Sabers drove you to the community, then yes, actually, it does count.
I'm gonna have to stop reading the comments.
Yeah. Freaking Cole's killing me. Like I see it on my second monitor, and like I'll look over and it's just if
Max,
quick, he'll catch it.
Dude, look who's back.
Look at this stranger.
Long time no see, Max.
How's it going, man?
I am so sorry, you guys. School has been kicking my butt lately.
Hey, dude, if you're getting it in that school, you get that in. We'll be here, bro.
Seriously,
that matters. Dude. It's good to hear, though. It's good to hear that it's been kicking your butt. That means you're doing something right.
Yep.
Yeah, my schedule is finally clearing up. So my 2 online classes finally ended. So now I just have all in-person classes. The 3 most important classes, I guess.
Nice.
Look at you, Cole.
Oh, yeah, I have it too.
Co-host, can you take over? I have to get the puppies out, so I will be right back.
Puppies!
Yeah, sure.
The babies.
So, Max, what are you working on? Because I saw the drawing glove.
So I'm working on something for an assignment. It's for one of my classes. So I'm going to be multitasking right now. It's so don't mind.
What tablet are you using?
This is a Artist Pro 12 X Pen. So
cool.
Yeah, I wish I could have a Wacom, but they're too expensive. I don't. What I hate about like art and animation is the fact that like they make everything so expensive. They're like, oh, you want to become an animator? You want to become an artist? Okay, here's a bunch of products that you're gonna need. Why is this $80? Why is this $60? Why is this? Yep. It's oh my god. They do not make it easy. And art as a job, you don't make a lot of money off it anyway. So they're just like, sure, let's make their lives even worse.
Yeah, it's very niche technology.
Hey Max, Izzy wants to know the purpose of the glove.
reduces friction. So like you have more of like it feels smoother when your pen glides across the tablet. So there's like less friction. So if I were to take this off, you can see like there's already more friction when I put my hand on the tablet. But then as soon as I put the glove on, it allows me so like when you're doing like circular motions or like curves and stuff like that, it feels smoother to do rather than like your hand stopping midway because the friction between the skin and the monitor.
And hand oil.
That too.
Yeah.
Okay, so question, because I actually thought that the glove was like a special material that when you're working on a tablet, the tablet doesn't pick up your hand and make like a weird line across the whole.
I think it also just depends on like the sensitivity settings. So if you set your sensitivity settings too high, it will do that. Like when your hand just like, and all of a sudden this huge mark disappears on your tablet, and you're just like, what? But for the most part, no. I think the glove's mostly for friction and stuff. It can be for like to prevent marks from creating on tab, but for the most part, your sensitivity settings in the driver when you hook it up, you have to install a driver for it to work properly, and you can just change those in your settings to make it more sensitive, less sensitive. If you push down harder, you might want to make it like less sensitive or more sensitive.
And I don't know that many artists that actually like to use the touch features. I don't. Like I always just get a tablet that I can draw on, and that's good enough for me.
You talking about like the buttons or
well, like zooming or pinching in with your fingers? I don't like that.
Oh, you're talking about like a screen tab, like where you can actually touch. This isn't a touchscrring tablet. I know they exist, but like it's weird because apparently a lot of people are now using iPads to draw now. They won't even buy a tablet. They'll just be like, I just need Procreate and an iPad, and that's it. So, and trust me, once I actually get done with like my assignments and stuff by the end of the year, because I know it's Fourzze and everyone keeps asking like, hey, can we see your work or something like that? I wish I could. I really wish. Oh my god, some of the stuff I've been working on is really cool, but I can't right now. There's a rule about like showing stuff, and like I'd rather wait till like my classes are over, out of the way, and I'm like out of the neck of the woods, and then start showing you guys some cool stuff. So
sweet,
especially because there's
be super excited to see it.
Yeah, especially because there's a lot of like cool stuff I want to draw. What's up?
I'm super excited to see what Max has got going on.
Yeah, it's mostly original stuff. I want to get back more into like fan art stuff because as of lately, when it comes to like fandoms, everyone's just been like blowing it up as of lately. Especially like Star Wars, Marvel, DC today. So,
I was just gonna say, speaking of DC, who all checked out DC fandom today and what came out?
Oh,
I didn't watch the live stream, but I watched all the little trailers that they've been posting. So I saw the Flash trailer, I saw Black Adam, I saw the Batman trailer. Batman looks awesome. I cannot wait for Batman.
So I want to back up a second there. Compared to the first Shazam, Black Adam is gonna be lit.
It looks pretty good, not gonna lie.
It looks way better than the first Shazam.
I actually really liked the first Shazam, but I could see why it could like turn off some people because the director wanted to go in a different direction, a more like family kind of direction. And I get it because the whole Shazam family and that kind of aspect, but I do agree that like if we want like just full on like they have like the power of gods and like destruction, that's definitely what Black Adam seems to be leaning more towards. Like the idea that like the power of Shazam is just this insane and just like in the wrong hands, it's just like it's chaos.
Funny little story though about the Shazam and the sequel and Black Adam. All of them have been produced by Dwayne Johnson. Yes,
I didn't know that. I only knew like he was doing the new one, but like I didn't know he was had involvement in the other ones too.
He had involvement with the original Shazam. Yeah, him and his ex-wife and her brother and their production company.
That's interesting.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Hence the reason they all tie in together so well. So,
what I miss?
Fuck. We were
so
DC fandom.
That and just bringing up what I was just working on and just stuff that's evolving around me.
Nice.
Trying to when Max was talking about less friction on his tablet screen, trying to avoid making Michael J. Fox jokes.
Huh. I guess Chris's net went out again.
Oh,
Chris' net went out again.
Okay, where are we at here? Liam.
yeah. My brother's a film student. He can relate to that.
That's crazy.
Just for context for us, I was talking about how like they make it super hard for like animators and artists, that they make everything like so expensive, like these tablets and like art supplies and stuff. And it's the same way with film students.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a full house.
Hello.
How are you doing? Thank you for the help the other day.
Oh, let me try and get this set up.
So the pattern, we haven't paid our electric bill to the it's Wi-Fi.
Oh, man.
So going back to the whole like Galaxy's Edge and the group thing.
Yeah.
So
Garbage,
until last night at 9:30 when the government announced something, we weren't sure if I was going to be allowed into the U.S.
What?
Yeah, because they don't consider mixed doses vaccinated.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And they changed that last night at 9:30. So I wasn't sure how that was going to work for me getting down there, but now I'm good.
Okay, yeah, because I had heard on the radio the other day that they were talking about mixed doses with like booster shots and stuff. So that the FDA or whoever it was finally approved it.
More effective with the boosters.
Yeah, something like that.
So is the bottom line you will be able to be here?
Yes. Yes. The U.S. government, U.S. is accepting mixed doses as fully vaccinated for Canadian travelers. So that was a close call.
Yeah,
I can always forget you.
I heard about that originally, but hey, I thought that was stupid. It was big time stupid, but
well, because I mean, I've heard doctors say that having two different vaccines makes it actually more effective.
Preston, you look surprised, dude.
Know.
What's up?
Preston, you're muted.
Your mic's not working.
No, it's working. I had it on mute. Because I'm clicking on my keyboard and my mic picks up all that. I had like 20 screens open. I'm looking for something, and like there was everything everywhere. I was like, oh my gosh, where did all this stuff come from? I get lazy and leave things open.
So, hey, Chris, you're going to be here, right? End of December, going into January, when Jeff's going to be here, and we're doing this. Like, we're all doing this thing together, right?
Yes, he is.
Dude, you know me. I'm home every 2 weeks. After this $9,000 repair I'm doing, I should be able to drive a little bit and make some money. So yeah, I'll be there. Hey.
Sweet.
Because I don't think it'll fit in my suitcase, buddy.
Well, I mean, considering that it's Disney and everything, are you going to bring the wife and a couple grandkids, or like what do you want to do? I
would love to, absolutely love to. I can't bring the grandkids in the big truck because FMSCA does not allow under 12 to be in a semi. So what? I would love to. Jazzy, my little one, she gets car sick. Now it's a long way around Montana to Florida. You know, it's like 4 days, 4 whole days. Yeah. I would, and I would love to take one, but we had plans of doing that, but it kind of fell through. It's all right. I'll come pick up Moon too. Jeremy, you're going too.
I wish I could. Honestly, I do. I have zero. I have a lot of things to pay off first.
Right.
Mainly my parents on a few things. So once that's
Really
done,
wide
maybe you can
Hollywood
start saving up.
Seriously. Oh man.
I hear you, brother. My father's my partner in my truck, and I just told him it's going to cost about $9,000. He looked at me and shook my hands. Have a nice day. I'll see you later.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's what I told you upon this. He says, "Yeah, I
got that turbo fixed and everything."
Yeah, we did. So now I got to learn how to drive again because we put a single stage turbo, and then because the third stage was what was messing up.
Yeah,
it was creating a lot of heat inside the engine. I was getting pyro readings coming over the passes about 1,100 degrees. That's 1,100 degrees at the turbo. Yeah, that's warm. I could cook hamburgers on that.
Yeah.
And then, and that was hauling 44,000 pounds of Coca-Cola over the 2 passes, 4th of July and Lookout.
Jeez.
And the next thing was that the rear main seal was kind of leaking. And we had to pull the training out anyway. They were like the mafia. They said, "Oh, I got a transmission for you. I make you an offer you can't refuse." I said, "Okay, how much is it going to hurt me?" I said, "Well, $2,800 for a 13-speed." I said, "All right, cool, put it in." And so they did.
Of course, they're installing it on the day of your daughter's wedding.
Yeah, right. And I come to you in happiness because I want to tell you that Don, what is his name? I can't think of Lucas. When Luca Bratz is trying to say to the Godfather, on the day of your daughter's wedding, I give to you. He's like, "All right, Luca," and he's like patting him on the back. He's trying to get it out, but he can't because Luca's just a muscle. That's how I feel right now.
You know, it's really nuts. There are holidays. Okay, you know, let's go around the room and I'm going to ask this question of everybody.
Okay.
What holidays do you watch your favorite movies? Like for me, I like to watch Lord of the Rings around summertime. I about the beginning of the summer is typically when my wife and I start a Lord of the Rings around 4th of July-ish, you know. Jedi Jeff, what movie series do you like to do around certain holidays or times of the year? Like when would you watch Godfather?
Don't really have anything. I just watch whatever, whenever. I mean, we have the 6-year-old twins, so we kind of deal with every holiday. Like right now, we're doing a bunch of Halloween themed stuff, and my wife today, she's like, "Is it too early to start watching Christmas movies?" I'm like, "Yes, it is." Absolutely, it is. So I mean, we just kind of run with whatever the holiday it is, and watch those kind of themed movies with the kids.
Preston,
You want to know all of them?
no, just.
I was gonna say, man, there's some for every time of the year, but ones I find myself kind of weirdly watching is I like, for some reason, closer to Thanksgiving, like really deep into the fall like that. I like watching the Harry Potter, not the Fantastic Beasts part, just the 1 through 7 Harry Potter.
Yeah. My wife likes to watch those around Christmas.
Around Christmas, it's always Star Wars. It's how I was brought up. My dad. That's how I actually started watching the original trilogy. Was my dad would always watch it on Christmas Day because it ran on like TNT or
TBS.
TBS. Yeah. Those channels.
Those Ted Turner stations, you know.
Yep. And that's why I always watch them around Christmas. Then of course, I mean, as a kid, we watch all the Christmas classics. But yeah,
Jeff, what about you?
Around Thanksgiving is my deal.
For me, I kind of got two. So, to me, especially when I'm in colder states, not California, that week between Christmas and New Year's, usually you're getting a little extra time off, and that's usually when we'll watch a series of movies, either Star Wars or Harry Potter's a big one. I think last year we did a lot of the Marvel stuff. But what I think is almost a given is just around the first week of July, I get all patriotic, and it's all the military movies. It's Apocalypse Now, Platoon, Full Metal Jacket. It's the theme around then, and that's, I think I've hit that target more consistently than the Christmas movies. That's just me. Do we shuffle order? Is Max next?
Yeah, Max is up.
Max shall be next.
Do you want to just give my generic answer? Because I normally just watch like holiday themed movies around certain holidays. So, because when it comes to like stuff like Star Wars, I can watch Star Wars anytime. So,
yeah.
December is a good time though, because that's when the new movies were coming out around December. I do like the fact that they released them in December, even though back in the old days it was May for the originals and the prequels. It wasn't until Disney bought it that they started doing them in December. I would say, like, every December, I'll say this right now, Home Alone's like a must. We always need to watch that around December.
Yes.
And then something that me and my brother have been trying to do as of lately is we've been trying to watch more horror movies around October, because horror was never really a genre we got into as kids. Horror movies used to scare the shit out of us. They still kind of do, but we have more like love and respect for it now. And I remember we decided to make it a trend. We never really catch up on it though, because this time of year always gets a little crazy for some reason. I always get super busy. From like October to like December, it's always like super busy. So we always try to like squeeze in one horror movie. And I remember, I think it was 2019, I think. I could be wrong on that. I finally sat down and watched the original Halloween all the way through, because when most people say they've seen the original Halloween, they've only really watched like the last 30 minutes of the movie. That's really all they're talking about. They're like, oh yeah, I've seen Halloween. And they're like, really? Have you seen the entire movie? Yeah, gets shot off, falls off a balcony. Like, I think that's just like the last 30 minutes of the movie though. Yeah, but I've still seen it. So I actually decided to watch it all the way through.
30 minutes of build up where it's like nothing but people going through about their lives and how badly this is going to disturb their lives later.
Or kind of like how it's like how some of those people are like, well, I saw the Vader hallway scene, so I've seen Rogue One.
Well, okay, they kind of have a point there, but I mean, I love Rogue One. Don't get me wrong, I love that movie, but like, the only scene people really remember from that movie is that scene.
Thank you.
No, there's one other scene I remember, and I've fallen asleep on that movie many a times. Every time I try to watch it, and I remember the scene with Donnie Yen he's in there. He gets that staff guy. He gets out there, man. He whoops a couple of them guys. But other than that, it's that and the Vader always.
Mr. Aaron, what about you?
Not much of a movie guy, to be honest, but I know one of the things that I almost religiously watch every year around Halloween time is Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh wow.
Don't know why. That's just kind of a thing my wife and I. She
Hey.
loves
Have you
the thrillers. She loves the thriller horror movies. I've never been much of a fan.
The live show. You ever been to that?
Yeah, live.
I have not. I have not.
You have got
My parents went to a live one.
Oh, if you enjoy the movie just a little bit, you got to go to a live.
Yeah,
you
go to a
Google
live.
what to bring.
Yeah,
Okay.
And it's audience participation. It's the greatest thing ever.
Okay.
Do
I'll
not
do that.
tell anybody you've never been to one before.
Right.
God's honest truth. Because if you do, you are a virgin and you get to go up front.
I've heard about
weirdest
that.
but coolest thing.
It's like going to the
I've
rent
heard
fair for
about
the first
that.
time you get winched.
You might wind up in your underwear. Just the opening scene, they're in their underwear getting. It could happen. It has happened.
Damn it,
It's
Jay.
like the one thing these days that like you can get touched and like clothes ripped off, and it's like completely acceptable because it's it's Rocky Horror Picture Show. You knew what you're getting into.
That sounds like a good
Yeah,
time. All right.
If you didn't, you should have. I mean,
Yeah, but in today's age, you got to sign a waiver for everything.
yeah.
But,
I'm not even a fan of Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm just a fan of Tim Curry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Well, anything with Tim Curry and Meatball.
that's
in the
that's what
same
I'm
movie.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
even if you're not a fan, you're a fan. Like, I'm a fan of Tim Curry, so I can sit through it. I won't like. It's not
Tim
my.
Curry
but Tim Curry's got it.
He did say, I was watching
he's a
an
legend.
interview with him, and he said that was probably one of his most favorite works that he's ever done.
Mm-hmm.
He enjoyed that the most out of pretty much everything that he ever did in his career. So, which who knew dressing up in drag would be the highlight of his career? But
Well, it's like Raul Julia on the Addams Family too. Like he absolutely loved playing Gomez Adams, even up until he died and stuff like that. That's like kids would recognize him. So
that was
he thought
so
that
well done. He played that part so incredibly well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's and that's funny because like Fred Gwynn, who played Herman Munster, absolutely despised the role, and it's Shatner's like Shatner is Captain Kirk. He'll die Captain Kirk. He loves being Captain Kirk, and Al
he doesn't
Lewis,
know
who played
crap about it.
Rampart. No, he doesn't. I told you, it's funny as well. Get it? He's like, I got a paycheck. That's what we cared about. Did you see him in space?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that, and he was trying to talk to Bezos about it, and he
That
was
was
so
so weird.
emotional.
Unspeakable gravity is so undescribable.
Well, I mean, he is 90.
dude,
How
he said
Shatner was it?
dude, he was the oldest person in space.
I know.
He's Shatner. He's Shatner. I mean, come on. Like that's like he's Shatner.
Yeah.
My young co-host, what do you got?
Back on holiday movies.
Yeah, so when do you watch what?
So, let's see. Around Halloween, I love Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
Christmas time. Oh shoot! I was just thinking about it. Polar Express.
Yes. Oh my god, I love that movie.
And then sort of spread out anywhere from like the time of Thanksgiving to Christmas. I like to randomly watch the Charlie Brown holiday specials, and the
That's my boy.
old Christmas movies.
The old claymation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yep. Island
always
Misfit
watch
toys and
those.
stuff like
Kris
that.
Kringle. Yep.
For the
Kris Kringle.
for the first time in almost 20 years, I actually had to find it on Amazon Prime. We found the Garfield Christmas special. Had to watch it. I haven't seen it in 20 freaking years, and
That's
it had to
dope.
be done. My wife and I made it a point to watch almost every good Christmas cartoon ever made this last year, and we did, and it was great. So yeah, I understand that. Cole,
Year
your turn.
Without a Santa Claus, is that the one where it's got the Snowmeister and the fire? Is that the one?
Yeah,
That's a weird
Kaiser
one.
Yeah, I like that one though. They always used to play that in school. That was always the one that they watched with us in school, so I always liked that one too.
Molecules got it.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think I have similar answers to other people. The only thing different I watch some of like the 80s babies movies that came out during the 80s, 90s on the space between Christmas and New Year's. So like Labyrinth, The Last Unicorn, Dark Crystal.
Oh,
any kind of little kid movie that I watched, I kind of revisit.
Okay.
And then the ones that I probably shouldn't have watched, like Beetlejuice and stuff like that. My
Yeah.
parents were a little cooler than some other parents. So
Chris?
Oh my God, this is going to show age. So always around, like as soon as we get some snow in, we always start the Harry Potter sequence to watch that. But Christmas time, we have to watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
My wife has to watch A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
And my favorite is Emmett Otter's Drug Band Christmas.
Jug Band Christmas. Oh my gosh.
Look at the birds up in the trees. We're not birds, we're a jug band. I mean, that's like the favorite. That was my basis line. We would get ready to play, and we'd be tuning up backstage, and my bass player would always go, "Look at the birds up in the trees." And, that was like the beginning of going on. Halloween. Halloween is always the Nightmare Before Christmas, and the Corpse Bride is another one of my
Corpse Bride.
My now, did you meet Gage when you were with me? Did you ever meet Gage, my friend Gage? Gage Rick owned the studio that I used to do a lot of rehearsal and stuff on. But anyway, Gage's last name is Irving. Her grandfather wrote the Ichabod Crane, the Headless Horseman. Her grandfather is Washington Irving, the actual writer of. Yes.
Wow.
There's a long story, but the fact of the matter is she is the last descendant of the Irving family. So she gets the royalties from that book. But he wrote the story of Ichabod Crane. And
now, did she receive any royalties from Disney on both counts?
That is all in the how do you want to put it? She gets trust.
Okay.
So she gets a trust, and that's all handled by lawyers and Gage is unique. And if you ever met her, she's like Auntie Mame. And you will meet her because she's down in Southern Florida. She's always around when I'm around. She's one of my dearest friends. But
that's cool,
so
bro.
I just found out this like about 2 years ago. Her name was Dubec. She changed her name to Dubec, and French royalty. And then I'm like, she's like, no, my real name is Irving. And then she told me the story of a father, and everything all made sense at that point.
The freak
I was
did
like,
we just lose?
We lost somebody.
I think Jeff's gone.
Oh, we did lose Jeff. Shoot. All right. Jeremy.
well, Halloween is there's a few. I mean, I like the Nightmare Before Christmas, and I like some good horror movies that you can't watch with the kids, but my daughter's really into Hocus Pocus.
My wife likes that one.
And yeah, and I'm convinced Sarah Jessica Parker pretty much improvised almost all her stuff there, because that was too good to be like not.
Yes.
And then there's like Christmas time, where our tradition is Christmas Eve. We watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's another one, yeah.
And then Elf is a big one. The Jim Carrey Grinch is really good. But yeah, a lot of the basics, and of course for Christmas I watch Die Hard.
Oh,
because it's not Christmas without Die Hard.
If
Exactly.
anybody says Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, we cannot get along. I don't understand how you think. And you probably are not really a movie collector at heart, because Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It starts out with what, Jingle Bells, right?
Yeah,
there's
pretty
two
much.
types of people in this world, Preston. Those that think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and those that are wrong.
Yeah. And those that have no taste at all, yeah.
Now, I'll tell you guys what. There's one thing that I want to see come to fruition, and I'm dead serious when I say this. Who is familiar with Home Alone? I want Angels with Filthy Souls to be a real movie.
I was so bummed out when I found out that wasn't a real movie.
Both of them.
Dude.
Both of them.
Oh my god, dude.
So
leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here.
Snake.
The best was with the pizza driver. Like, it's good in the second one, but like the first one with the pizza driver was always the best.
So
yeah,
man.
So
Keep the change, you
Well,
filthy animal.
He's like,
the first one was Tim Curry, of course. Oh, sorry, the second one was with Tim Curry doing the running away.
Yeah.
Get on your
love
knees.
you.
I'm gonna
It was
put
Butcher of my brother.
Do you think it's possible for us to pull out a Christmas Home Alone font?
Oh, I think it's possible, but I would do it all from Filthy Souls. Every bit of it.
All the blasters on the Tommy
would
gun.
definitely be Tommy gun.
Like, I would put everything in there. I would put
Dude.
so many funny lines, dude.
My
They-
Prion would be too bad AC ain't in charge no more. Let me tell you what I'm going to do for you, snakes.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of it, I would have Joe Pesci at the end being like, snakes? I don't know no snakes.
He sounded like a snake.
The other guy got blown away.
Oh, okay.
He's the Filthy
If
Souls.
lockup is not Harry's, Merv's screaming,
yes,
that is basically
it's
what, like,
happening. It's happening.
yeah, him screaming.
It's happening.
I can't do it. It's too high pitched.
Cole just
I'll get
called it right there. Filthy Souls complete.
Complete.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
And Preston,
You know
Preston,
they're-
you have
you
to
know
do
they're doing a new
Filthier
one, right?
Souls complete.
I can do that. We can do that.
You was smooching with my brother.
Cheeks, Pony Bob, Cliff. yeah, I'll look at Cliff.
Yeah, put guards in there, and he's just like,
No, it wasn't me. I swear.
Dude.
You know,
Dude,
there's a
Brandon and I
Home
joke
Alone
about this
subject
all the time, and the older I get, the funnier it is. I swear that is the best part of that whole freaking movie. I used to love all the traps that Kevin would put up, but him watching that movie, that is gold.
There's still parts.
Did you guys see the trailer for the newest one?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, they're bringing out a new one, and it's got the older brother from the original one as a cop in this one.
it's Buzz.
Buzz,
Yeah,
your
the thing-
girlfriend. Woof.
The thing is, like, it's the cast in it is all people that I like.
Really?
Like, they got the kid from Jojo Rabbit is now the kid who's fighting everybody. What's her name? Kimmy Schmidt, the chick from Kimmy Schmidt in The Office, is one of the burglars. And the mom is played by Aisling Bing, who I just absolutely love. So, but I mean, that's the thing is, I watched it. I'm going, I love this cast, but this movie looks so bad.
Cares.
Yeah,
It really does.
it looks kind of like, like the old one. It's made
If they
for
were
kids,
gonna do it, I want them to do it with the cast now, like with Kevin as
like older,
Kevin.
having his own kids, maybe, or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
But you think after
Kevin
35
being a
years they'd know
bachelor
better.
and being home alone. Like,
It's
you know,
it's called Home Sweet Home Alone.
home sweet
Yeah.
home. Yeah. That's the name.
What-
That's the name of the new one.
Has anybody
They look
now
okay.
this? Has anybody seen the new Mary Poppins? The Mary Poppins 2?
with
Yeah.
Emily
I still haven't
Blunt.
seen it.
Emily Blunt.
No,
No, it was actually really good. But anyway, it was the kids of the kid from the first movie. That would be perfect for Home Alone.
Oh, right, because it was the kids of the dad was the son from the original.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Michael Banks.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's
it
Jane
was
and
his-
Michael Banks' kids.
It was
Right.
Michael Banks's son and his kids that were
Oh,
acting up that
wow.
Mary Poppins comes back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, even what's his name gets up and dances, and he's like 94. Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke plays the
Oh,
banker
wow.
this time, right?
Yeah. Well, he played the banker in the first movie.
No, he was the
Chimney sweep.
Chimney sweep.
he was the chimney sweep.
Bert, and he was also the banker.
Really?
He was one of the bankers.
Childhood ruined. Look at that.
I have to rewatch it now.
I know.
One of my wife's favorite movies. We watch it probably once every other week. She relive
It
her
is a good
childhood.
movie. It is a good movie. But I'll tell you
The
what.
second one was good.
What was it? Finding Mr. Banks.
Saving Mr.
Awesome.
Saving
Saving
Mr.
Mr.
Banks
That was
was
really, really good movie.
phenomenal.
It was a really good movie.
Is that
Look
the
at
one
that,
where
Chris,
Tom
you're
Hanks
right.
plays Disney?
Walt Disney.
Yes. And he did a really good job.
Do you
Guys,
know?
Yet again, Chris Stallman is not blowing smoke at his, you know what?
I'll have to watch that one.
Dick Van Dyke played Bert and Mr. Dawes Sr.
No kidding.
No way.
I hate to tell you
Wow.
guys, I am the plethora of information. I am the channel in which useless garbage flows through.
You're not wrong.
I've been through Disney. I've lived that life. You guys think that I haven't? You're finding out that, man, I am the epitome of stupid information.
I'll tell you what. His visits when Chris comes to Florida, and we head over to the villages and have this gourmet burger place. It's
Understand?
awesome.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You got to describe the villages. Understand the villages are over 70. So there's
Yes.
golf carts everywhere. I pull in there with my
Everywhere.
semi. Pull in there with my semi pocket.
I remember when they were
So-
still building that.
Yes,
Yeah.
as a matter of
Well,
fact.
They're still building
It's-
more on
it's-
it. There's a lot of people
Oh, yeah.
dying to get.
Aaron, are you here in Florida?
I used to live in Orlando area. Yeah.
Okay, so they're building the villages. They're pretty much done in Wildwood, and they're heading down into Finney now, into Sumter
wow.
County.
Yeah, I
It's
lived
ridiculous.
in the Claremont, Groveland area for a while.
That's where it's going,
Mm-hmm.
and it's moving further south from there. You could just take 75 straight down, and they're still building it.
Oh wow.
And I know every time Chris is here, he sees more and more and more
Mm-hmm.
going up. So
But we go to this burger place, and it is all gourmet hamburgers.
Square One Burgers,
Oh my god,
it's
it
a
is
deluxe
so good.
burger
But
joint. Every time
I
he's
feel like-
got to drive an hour, I got to drive 50 minutes, so we meet halfway. But
Where is
it? It's
It's
in
in
the
the
villages.
In the villages. Okay.
Yeah, but
And
it's like super good.
we're the youngest people in the bar too. Well, it's like a bar, kind of low bar.
Yeah,
This is a place that is not politically correct. It's a hamburger bar, and the seats are cowhide.
yes.
Nice.
So like if you have an issue with cows, yeah, you're probably not going to eat there.
Have a good night, Cole. Cole had to drop. Hey, I'll tell you what. Give me just 1 second here. So, everybody, I'm going to bring the suspects into the after party. I want to just thank everybody for keeping the views high the whole time. We had a good stream here. A quick reminder: if you haven't had an opportunity, head over to the Lightsaber Sanctuary on Facebook. Jump in, become a member. Don't just go there for the giveaway either. You know, it's a really great group of folks in there. Everybody here pretty much posts what they do in there, and it's great. Ran by great people. Members are nice people.
Good vibes.
Plethora of information. Ow! You're biting me. Stop it.
I didn't bite you. Good vibes.
Not no. This thing right here.
Look at the puppy dog. Look at the puppy dog. That's a big girl.
So head over to Lightsaber Society. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. We had a lot of fun. Ow. And may the fours be with you. And remember, bread makes you fat.
Bread
Good night,
makes you
everyone.
fat?
May the 4th